We are awaiting the arrival of both hockey clubs to do battle here tonight at the Heinz Arena. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this Junior B hockey telecast here on we-tv.ca. My name is Dominic Papa. Glad to have you along for the ride here tonight. Our first telecast of the Greater Ontario Junior B Hockey League. It does feature the Leamington Flyers hosting the St. Thomas Stars. Game number 37 for the Leamington Flyers. They have a record of 25-9-2. The Stars come into this under 500 at 16-9-2. Obviously, game number 38 for the St. Thomas Stars. This is also the fifth meeting of the season between these two clubs. So far, the Flyers have had their way with the season series, winning 3 of the first 4 games over the St. Thomas Stars. Both these teams, though, come into tonight's hockey game playing some outstanding hockey as of late. Both of them are on a 4-game winning streak, so one of those streaks will come to an end here this evening. The Flyers, of course, start life after Kyle Shaw. He's left the team. He's now playing in Pembroke, so a huge loss for Tony Porosky and the gang. But other guys, as Coach Porosky says, will just have to step up their game, and they'll have to find a way to continue to play some outstanding hockey. Of course, the Flyers sitting in second place in the Western Conference of the Greater Ontario Junior B Hockey League, right behind the LaSalle Vipers. Our play-by-play team is in place. They're all set to call the action, so we're going to go upstairs to the booth, send it up to Vince Liberti and Lee Jones with the call.
Dom, thank you very much. I'm Vincenzo Liberti. Next to me is Lee Jones. We're bringing you the Leamington Flyers and the St. Thomas Stars. A big key to the success of both these teams starts with the goaltenders. In net tonight for the Leamington Flyers is Trevor Whedon, and 21 games this year. He's 12 wins, 6 losses, no ties and no shootout losses. He sports a 2.45 goals against average and a 910 save percentage. On the opposite end of the rink is Riley Brown. In 22 games this season, he sports a 13-6, 0-1 record with a 3.61 goals against average and 900 save percentage. Hey, Lee, why don't you give us the referees for tonight's matchup?
Yeah, Vince, tonight's referees are Kyle Verbass and Rod Potter. The lines are Anthony and Wade Peche. Both Kyle and Bradley, they started out in linesmen's back in Junior C and here, but they're very capable, and they'll be a good game.
We'll be right back right after this.
Potential. Potential is the mind's right to imagine, the body's right to move, the soul's right to believe in itself. At the YMCA, we believe potential is every kid's right, every kid's advantage, every kid's secret weapon. Theirs to explore and expand every time they show up. That's why the Y says to all kids and about all kids, bring 'em on, whatever the age, whatever the stage, the shy ones, the eager ones, freckled or not, alone or together, born here, born there, born anywhere. The Y is a place to feel they belong, connected and accepted, because the one thing about potential is you don't want it to just stay potential. You want it to become everything it can be in every kid. We never met a kid whose potential we couldn't see.
Welcome back here at Heinz Arena. I'm Vince Liberti. Next to me is Lee Jones. Tonight's matchup is very anticipated. Currently, right now, Leamington sits second in the Western Conference standings with 52 points, 4 back of LaSalle for first place, and St. Thomas sits currently in 7th place in the West with 34 points. Puck here is dropped. Spilidari throws out to the right wing. It's at the center ice line. He comes back across, finds Robertson. He'll retreat to his own end. He'll play it across for his D partner. He finds McGee. Puck can't get out to the blue line, but backed right in. Robertson retreats back behind his net, regroups the troops, and the Flyers break out. Robertson going west to east, comes over the center ice line, dumps it in. He's bumped hard off the puck by number 21, Brookshaw. Puck's played around to the near boards. Van Duzen can't handle it. Spilidari dumps it right back in. Segan, hard move along behind the net. Sets up where Wayne Gretzky's set up in his office. Feeds out to the point. Shot. Blocked nicely. At the blue line, he tips, he toes. That's number 7, Cole Chevalier. Goes down low. Finds Spiloderi. Check that. Spiloderi throws it across the net. Can't find. Puck goes around the other end. Seguin bumps his man off the puck. Robertson's shot on goal. Good save there early on. Puck once again in the corner. Great pressure here by the Leamington Flyers. Finally, the Stars are able to come out, led by number 19, Brandon Helms. Puck dumped in. Chevalier quick off the glass. Gets stuck up along the halfway boards. Pass out to Allen at center ice. He'll break in as a 2-on-2 man streaking to the net. As Daly in the corner. Finds Allen once again. He's pinned along the glass by Coyle. Great cycle by Dalby and Allen. Now number 19, Quick gets into the action. Then we're going to 3-man cycle here in the corner. The Stars standing around. Carriero finally gets the puck. Throws it away quickly as number 3, Muzzin, steps in on his man. Flyers back to retreat, trying to regroup. Good pressure by number 14, Chris Carriero. Carriero picks it up. Finds Morgan, shot on net. Great save, Whedon. Almost surprised him there with a little handcuff save. Carriero picks the puck back up. Muzzin back around. Finally, number 4, Blaine Bouchard gets control of it, and the Flyers break out. It's a low man rush here for Amante. The Flyers get a good change. 18 finds a way. Can't get a good shot on goal as Chris Scott couldn't find the handle. But it's a great pass to number 14, Oblinger. Jamison breaks out over the center ice line. Has a man with him. Hangs onto the puck. Whiffs on the shot. And here come the Flyers. It looks like an odd man 2-on-2. Shot wide of the net. Amante picks the puck back up. Stars intercept it and they break out. Good pace here in the first 4 minutes of the opening period. Puck comes up. Amante gives it right away to Winger. He'll dump it in. Whedon thought for a minute there to play the puck with his glove. Amante, good tip at center ice. There will be no icing. Good pursuit here by the Flyers. Breakout by Mincer. Even better pinch by Kelsey of the Flyers. Oh, there's a giveaway. Hitchinson gets stripped. We have a delay penalty here as Brad Potter decides what it is.
Yeah, I think that was Cole Chevalier that got it. No, maybe not. It's
looks like number 22, Robertson.
That's J.B. Curnow. It's looked like it jumped over his stick, and he just tried to get the puck again and tripped him.
Flyers are going to play shorthanded here for the next 2 minutes. Seguin on the penalty kill here with Spiloderi, Kelsey, and Chevalier. Stars break out. Can't get a puck deep. Picked off nicely by Spiloderi. Seguin's got a 1-on-1. Cuts into the hash marks. Shot just a bit outside. Puck's picked up by the Stars, and they're back up the ice. Brookshaw handles the puck along the far boards, gets the hash marks, dumps it in. Oh, takes a funny bounce off the stanchion. Flyers will pick it up, though, safely. Spiloderi here, having his way with the puck. Little dipsy doodle, finds Seguin. Bottom of the circle, goes below the goal line, rubbed off nicely by number 12, Van Dusen. Played out dangerously in front, but the Stars are able to control it. Oh, nice little dipsy doodle there by Morgan. Shot on goal, great save, Whedon. Puck's cleared. And once again, the Flyers penalty kill prevailing here in the first minute or so. Stars look to regroup. Trying to find an answer here to the Leamington Flyer penalty kill. Puck's tipped. Flyers say it wasn't. Oh man, turnover in front of the net. Flyers clear it away. It's dumped in. Number 5, Sladgers. Sladgers up to the point. Thought about Simmons. Simmons gets it now. Simpson shoots. Puck deflected wide. Dalby, good pressure on the point man. Puck's played down low. Morgan picks it up. He's pursued hard by Bayshard. Daly joins in now. Check that Dalby. Puck squirts out. Oh, he thought he had it. Morgan thought he came out with the backhand, tried to go shove, couldn't do it. Play breaks out. And that's the end of the penalty kill.
That was a really good kill there. They really kept the puck to the outside.
Leamington Flyers did a good job early on. Referee takes a spill here at center ice as Segan took a little bump into Pelletier. He seems to be okay though. 5-on-5 hockey now. Good pace though for 7 minutes of the hockey game. The Stars have seemed to have a tough time breaking out. The Leamington Flyers pressure is obviously the key to that.
Yeah, they're really forcing right now. They're doing a really good job. Got the guy high, and he's really pinching him off.
Stars break out. Here's number 15, Knight. Check that. 27 pursues it. Coyle down low. This line of Coyle, Carriero, and Knight seems to be doing the most effective damage against the Leamington Flyers right now. Puck stuck up along the just at the blue line. Leamington Flyers dumps it in at the. Oh, great save.
That's Daniel Robertson. He's, I think, a third-round pick for Oshawa. He's a 16-year-old. Very good this year. He's played well. So who knows if he'll be around next year. He could be up with DJ Smith.
As I mentioned there, it's a great shot. Liars come out here at a 3-on-2. Finds it. Can't get it to go is number 11, Friesen. Got a nice little pass over from number 16, Amante.
Yeah, now it's Friesen. He's another 16-year-old. He's, I think, around a 14 pick with Kitchener. But having a very good year, too.
Get all the nice he needs here in Leamington. As number 24, Kelsey's driven into the end boards. Stretch pass won't connect, and now be an icing against the Leamington Flyers. Now, early on here, Lee, we've seen the Leamington Flyers a lot of pressure. What do you think needs to happen with St. Thomas to kind of break that?
It's pretty hard. We got a pretty quick team, and it's a big ice, eh? So I guess what St. Thomas got to do, they got to stay wide and try to get across. But we got a pretty good team, and we got two guys on them right now. So we're trying to make some mistakes out there.
Looks like the officials here are getting together, having a little chat.
Oh, I think, is that Andy that went out? Nope, there he is.
Warren up along his own blue line. Shot comes from number 2. Tremester, that puck's thrown into the Leamington bench. And with 11:59 here, it's still scoreless, but Leamington carrying the pace of play.
Yeah, we're doing all right. So, you know, we've only had, I think, 2 practices in the last about 4 weeks. We went away on a cruise there for a while, then we got some bad weather. So we're pretty happy with how they're playing right now.
Here's a break, number 13. Morgan, he walks in. Great pressure on the back check by number 19, Helms.
Yeah, that was Colin Moore. He great hockey player. He come up from the Essex 73s. They went to the All-Ontario Finals. A very good forward checker, just what we needed, and a strong kid, likes to get out front of the net.
Has a lot of speed there as he just displayed. Muzzin. Shots deflected at the point. He'll dump it into the left-hand corner. Or Tremester will pick it up. Instantly pressured by Spildary. Puck's popped up and over the Stars net. Segan in a crowd. Puck has moved across ice, just gets out over the blue line. And the Stars once again are playing a lot more without the puck than with it. Right in front of the penalty box doors. It's a scram. Hutchinson emerges with the puck. It's a 2-on-1. Hutchinson shoots, tries to go 5-hole. Steered away nicely by Whedon. Segan flip it out to center. Spilliderry on the other end. Oh, he's caught it between Van Heusen and Helms. and he goes down hard. Van Dusen breaks out with the puck. Picked off nicely. Amante, tons of speed, streaks up the left-hand side, stops. Tries to find more. The puck is deflected by Hutchinson, out of play. And with 10:39 remaining, still scoreless here at Heinz Arena. Now, the Leamington Flyers continue with the pressures. This has to be a good sign for Coach to see his team come out with this kind of ferocity early on.
Yeah, it is. You know, that's what we like, to get a good forecheck going and get it going early. We just got to get some shots.
Scott pursues the puck along with Amante. Comes out to Robertson. He'll dump it right back in. He'll find Scott. Check that Amante down low. Scott and Amante playing a nice forecheck here as well with Oblinger. Oblinger will dump the puck in. Oblinger having a great season with the Flyers.
Yes, he is. Unfortunately, he lives with me, and great kid, comes from a great family. We're hoping to have his brother come and play for us next year. He's playing in high school in Toledo.
Here's Oblinger, comes out, walks out, shot, save, rebound, deflected away by Coyle. And this line of Scott, Oblinger, and Amante is causing havoc for the Stars. Puck played high and off the glass, out to center ice. Kelsey retreats for the Flyers, and the wholesale change for both teams. Kelsey breaks out. Amante playing up along that red line, goes cross ice to Dalby. Amante needs to get off. His line mates went off with him. Puck's brought out. Again, constant pressure by the Flyers. Number 17, Warren, and his counterpart, Allen, one-on-one with the puck. Hit out to Kelsey, finds Muzzin cross ice. Check that Chevalier. Chevalier with another cross ice pass back to Allen. Flyers stay onside. Shot blocked. That's Estabrook. Recently called up, deflected shot from Chevalier. Goes wide of the net. Flyers, it's all Flyers right now. Chevalier can't handle that pass, and the puck just squeaks out of the blue line. The Flyers are going to need to regroup.
Graham Kelsey, he's another American kid we picked up from Toledo. Played high school hockey. I don't think he played too much last year, but he's a very welcome surprise.
3-on-1 for the Flyers. Shot save. That was number 9, David Dalby, with a quick wrister. But Brown was up to the challenge.
Dave, he's had a pretty good year himself. He come over from Listowel. He goes to the University of Windsor, and he's been very good for us the last couple of years.
Riley Brown being tested early on here for the Strathmore Stars. Or check that, St.Thomas Stars. A flutter puck from the blue line finds eyes, finds its way to the back of the net, and the Leamington Flyers find themselves up 1-0.
Yeah, that's a nice goal. I think Blaine's not known to score too many goals, but he just put it at the net. So just to show you put it in the net, sometimes it goes in.
Blaine Bayshire played a bouncing puck right at the blue line. And if any of you have seen that movie Mighty Ducks, the old knuckle puck found a way over Riley Bryan's right shoulder. And the Leamington Flyers lead 1-0. And you know what? And we'll check out the replay right here as it pops up on our screen. You can see here, it's a great 3-on-1. The Strathroy Star here takes the man going to the net. Robertson makes the good save. I think that was to play right before that. But that's Riley Brown, again, being tested early and often here in this contest. And that's a good thing, right? Because the St. Thomas Stars continuously finding ways to get better. And they got to find a way to move ahead of that 7th seed in the West. But the Leamington Flyers know they got to come out to a quick start of being off literally 2 practices, like you said, in 4 weeks. That can cause a team to go stale.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure. I guess it was no goal. I don't know who high-sticked it. I didn't see it, but...
I guess that's right. We got a signal here from the officials saying no goal. Hey, maybe we could pull it up on the replay here, but it looks like a stick might have knocked it down, and that's maybe where the flutter came from.
Maybe I can see it.
Well, with 8:21 remaining, score still remains 0-0. Segan, and Spilderi out there for the Flyers. Oh, big hit by Musin. Hutchinson throws that puck into the netting. And that was a weird play, though, there. We're going to check out the replay here, see what happens on that last goal. The shot here comes from Bayshard. Oh, there it is, right in the middle. You see the knockdown with the stick. Who's that, number 10?
Alex Segan.
Yeah, you know what? He played the puck on instinct, and unfortunately it was above the crossbar. Yeah. Hence your no goal. 7:57 remaining, 0-0 here at Heinz Arena. Stars and Flyers. 5th matchup this season. As Muzzin pitches in, keeps the puck in. Spildary. And the younger Segan with a good forecheck. Flyers possess it again at center ice. Picked off by Hutchinson. Muzzin bails them out. And playing in between the blue lines. Both teams. Shot on net by number 21, Brookshaw. Steered away by Whedon. The Flyers break out heads up. Coach is doing a dipsy-doing behind the bench as that puck comes cross ice, and looks like Daniel Segan throws that puck and it deflects off his stick and into the bench. The coach has got to be careful in this game too, apparently.
You got to watch it sometimes over there. They can come in there pretty quick.
Most coaches I know, especially in the NHL, will tell you got to keep your head on the swivel because take a puck in the chops, it hurts.
We got Tony Prosky over there, the next goalie, and he'll be all right. He's still got that glove ready.
Offside here at the Flyers blue line. Knight looked like the jump. Cora made a move at the blue line, throws him offside. 0-0, 7:12 remaining here at Heinz Arena. Glad to have you along here on we-tv.ca.
Oh, we got a nice crowd out here tonight, with the snow, so it's nice to see.
Weather definitely playing a factor. The area is getting hit pretty hard with some snow, so we're good to see the fans still make it out and support the local Leamington Flyers. Nice move at the blue line by Coyle. Greeno will get it out. He'll find Friesen. Moore with a wrist shot, blocked neatly by Simmons. Carriero tips the puck away from the middle of the hash marks. At the side of the nets, Moore can jam it in. Puck goes to the far corner. They're tied up as Knight finally comes out with it. He'll go to the center of the ice. Carriero's one-on-one with Robertson. Shot on net, save by Whedon.
Yeah, Trevor's, he's played well this year. He's been up with the London Knights a couple times this year, so he's another one that come from the Essex 73s last year, the Great Lakes champions and the All-Ontario finalists, so we're pretty happy with that.
Got to be good for his confidence, especially playing up and then getting all the time here to develop his skills. Yes. So it must be good on Whedon as number 18, Segan, whiffs on the shot. Check that out with Scott. Scott, Amante, and Oblinger back out there for the Flyers. It's a bad change. They don't know what they're doing. Big shot. Just misses by Oblinger. A puck will ring around. Kelsey off to retreat with Warren in hot pursuit. Nice shot there by Oblinger, and you can see why he's found the back of the net quite often this season.
Yeah, he's very good. He's one of the guys who plays both ways of the ice. He's very, very talented.
We can see why Amante probably likes playing with him as he knocks that puck out of midair, going about hip high with a saucer pass, where the Stars shot sails wide of Whedon. Another saucer pass cross ice, finds Scott. Scott has Amante with him. Monte pokes the puck away. Just misses going into the netting, stays in play. Broken up by Mincer. He'll control it, throw it over his deep partner, and then out come the Stars. Flyers in the midst of a change. A big hit and miss there by number 9, David Dalby. Dalby now has it, streaking it over the Stars blue line. Big shot, great left pad save there by Brown. Good pace here early on between the Stars and the Flyers. Very few whistles thus far. Quick. Those around Allen in pursuit. Shot tipped by his own defense partner, Hutchinson. We're at a delay penalty here to the Stars. Held in neatly by Burchard. Shot hits a shoulder pad along the way and finally be touched by Helms. I think I got a hooking call.
Yeah, it's going against, I think, the St. Thomas Stars here, number 19.
Yep, that would be Helms.
Yeah, just we had some pressure there. Had the guy had his pull down quick, so that was just quick keeping his feet going.
A big play there as he hooked, I think it might have been Amante in front of the net who had a wide open cage, so he'll take the 2-minute penalty here. Flyers go to work. Oblinger finds Amante. Top of the point. Loses the handle. Gives it up to Coyle. He's in on a breakaway. He walks in. Tries to go 5-hole. Door is shut by Whedon. The fans love it.
Yeah, it looks like Mick might have a dull spot on his skate there when he took off, so they'll get that fixed.
They'll get it repaired there in the intermission, but in the meantime, the Flyers try to find the back of the net. Oblinger goes to Seguin. Bumped around and cleared by the Stars. $1:10 remaining in the power play. Whedon plays it up to Spilderi. He'll come back with it. Regroup. Finds Oblinger. Oblinger goes cross ice to Seguin. Robertson. Offside as the referee's yelling. Cleared to the hash marks for the Flyers. Seguin finally picks it up. He'll come over his own red line. Breaks in over the blue line. Hits the brakes. Throws it back to Robertson. Robertson gives it right back to Seguin. Back to Robertson. He'll walk into the hash mark. Tries to throw a backhand on net. Can't find the handle, and the Stars clear it out. 25 seconds remaining here in the power play. 2:46 remaining in the period. Scott to Dalby. Check that. Scott hangs onto it. He's thrown down in the corner. Mincer's not joking around. As McGee, top of the circles, Dalby. He winds up shot. Square into the shin pads. Number 23, Jamieson. Quick. Throws across ice. End of the penalty. McGee gives it up and there's a high stick.
We're even now, so it wasn't the greatest power play, but we'll get it going.
5-on-5 hockey here, just over 2 minutes remaining here in the opening period. Good pressure here by the Flyers. Another high stick, two that contact would stick to the head and no call. Sauce it past the net. Great tip away there by Whedon. That's a great way to be aware there, Lee. A goaltender sees that puck coming across and knowing that there's probably a man going to the net, sticks that paddle out and throws it away.
Oh yeah, Trevor, he's always solid. He knows what's going on. So that's one thing we do have with the Leamington Flyers. We've got two great goaltenders, Austin Rodebush and Trevor Wheaton.
Draws one by the Stars, dumped in. They're trying to set up some sort of offensive threat here as the period winds down. Helms from the blue line, shot tip by Knight, just over the bar. Regrouped up nicely by Muzzin. He'll go cross ice to Moore. Puck slowed up by the snow in front of the Stars bench. Lost for a shot on goal, goes right over top. Muzzin picks the puck off at his own blue line. Dumped in. Moore fills in Coyle in the end boards.
Looks like St. Thomas, they're just happy to get it out, so just by flicking it out.
Sometimes the simple play is the easy play.
Yeah, that's true.
Keep the game simple, that's what coaches always said growing up. As Friesen in pursuit, 1 minute left here in the opening period. Kelsey looks over his shoulder. Two players collide. Looks like Grignon and Friesen. High elbow by Knight. Throws his man off the puck, but doesn't really matter as Friesen still has on a Lone Ranger rush. Helms regroups. Throws it back out. And here come the Flyers once again. The Stars look like they can barely get off their bench before the Flyers are over the back. Seguin hangs on to it. One pass to it. into the back of the net, and that time that goal will count. The Flyers lead 1-0.
Yeah, that was just a great up play by Alex. Had his head up. He seen Tony Spilleri coming in the middle and just fed it to him. Always Tony had to put his on net. But that's Alex. He's a great guy with always has his head up, looking around and setting up plays.
That's a heads-up play there by Seguin. And he finds, we're going to check the replay here as we pull it up. And you see here, Lee, he comes across at the top of the hash mark, finds his own brother. Back of the net it goes. That's a great heads-up play, knowing that he has a guy going in there with a stick on the ice.
Yeah, only thing there, Vince, they're not brothers.
Oh.
No, they're Dylan and no relation at all.
Oh, well, the Seguin is pretty popular name. 4 seconds remaining here. 2, 1. And at the end of one, the Leamington Flyers lead by 1-0 here over the St. Thomas Stars. What did you like there out of Leamington Flyers in the opening period, Lee?
Well, we did keep pressure on them. That was the big thing. And, of course, we got a goal at the end, but we just got to get more shots. We did keep a lot of pressure on them. Kept, 2 men up, 1 guy high. So they did all right that period. It's a pretty good period.
The Leamington Flyers obviously carried the momentum of the play. If you're in the St. Thomas dressing room right now, what are you telling your players to kind of, pick it up in the second period and try to even this contest up by 1?
Well, it's they got to start getting it deep. They got to have a little pressure on them too, on our defense, but they got to start making simple plays. Trying to get it out and get over the red line and get 2 guys on the puck.
Now we just saw with the Leamington Flyers there in the opening period. You mentioned they only practiced twice. Is there something you liked out of that bunch, or a matchup that you saw that the Leamington Flyers can look forward and say, okay, we can build off that. We continue doing this. We're going to be successful.
Yeah, that's just the forecheck. We got to get our legs going. We're a little bit out of shape to get on one of those cruises and. You know how much you can eat and all that, so they still got to get there.
Yeah. And we're going to cut to commercial right now. It's 1-0 Flyers and Stars here at Heinz Arena. I'm Vince Liberty. This is Lee Jones.
Now, watch this. There, look. There's that expression on her face. There it is again. What's up with that? Just what the heck is going on there? There it is again. Ear to ear, that one.
Meridian, your money, your way. Imagine that.
Now, watch this. There, look. There's that expression on her face. There it is again. What's up with that? Just what the heck is going on there? There it is again. Ear to ear, that one.
Meridian, your money, your way. Imagine that.
Welcome back to the Heinz Arena. Period 1 complete between the Leamington Flyers and the St. Stars. The hometown Flyers leading it 1-0 after 20 minutes of play. Glad to have you along for the ride here on we-tv.ca. We're bringing you Greater Ontario Junior B Hockey League action. Joining us here in the first intermission is the president and owner of the Leamington Flyers Hockey Club, Mr. Abe Farron. Thanks for doing this with us, Abe. And you got to be happy with that first period. Not bad.
It's a pretty good start for the first period. Guys are skating pretty good. So
let's talk about Leamington Flyers and hockey here. There's such a tremendous history here, Abe, of hockey. You go back to the Junior C days, coming into the Junior B loop, and it just continues. It seems that year after year, you hear about great stories, great players. What's it like for you as an owner to own a franchise like this?
Well, after following the team since 1976, and finally when the opportunity came up along, it was just nice to be part of it and to be able to take part in it and hopefully bring the pride back to Leamington and the Flyers eventually being a top-notch team here.
Okay, and what when you speak of that pride, and I know what you're talking about, maybe our viewers need to hear a little more about it though. What type of pride, what do you want to see happen with this team year in and year out, aside from a championship?
Well, a championship is certainly one goal that we're going for, but just to be a competitive team and in a very competitive league. Junior B, the Western Conference, is a very competitive conference, and we just want to be able to bring a good product to the game, to the town here, and do our part as being part of the community.
Now, a lot of people don't realize the task it is to own a junior B team. They always say, wow, it must be great to own a junior B team. But with that comes a lot of work, a lot of commitment, not only financially, but just even working in the community. You alluded to it a little bit there. How tough is it to operate a junior B team, especially in today's economic picture?
It's very tough. I mean, and I didn't realize the amount of behind-the-scenes work that goes on. We're grateful for the volunteer staff that we have. I mean, the amount of work that goes into putting on a game each week, most people wouldn't realize. I used to just come to the game, pay my $7 or $9, and get in and watch the game. But the amount of work that goes in and the volunteers that we have that do it each week in and week out. And then, but I certainly enjoy watching the behind-the-scenes stuff, the meeting with the coaching staff, and just hearing the stuff that they go through each week. And
yeah, I know you have a really close relationship with your coaching staff, specifically Coach Porosky. And one of the things you did, Abe, when you came in, you targeted him. You said, if I'm going to take this team and if I'm going to run this team, I want a guy like Tony Porosky. Why was it so important to get a man like that behind your bench?
We felt that in order to gain respect for the Leamington team, we had to have a coach that was going to be able to attract good talent, and I certainly think his track record, his history with the Essex 73s has done that for us. There's a lot of players that may not have given us a shot if we hadn't had a guy of his caliber in here.
Aside from that, his hockey knowledge is very good. He's had a lot of great success at the junior C level. What has Coach Porosky done since coming on board, and that's got you happy and hope to continue with?
Just the morale that he's got in the dressing rooms. He's a no-nonsense guy when it comes to play on the ice. He commands respect from his players, but there's also a very good camaraderie that goes along off the ice and around, during the off season and stuff. So I mean, he really does have the respect of his players, and I've seen that with playing around a golf with them, and you meet guys that played for him in Essex, and they talk to him about their life after hockey and stuff, and so you can really see it right from there that he has the respect, and his players really enjoy playing for him.
Now later on in the telecast, we hope to have your GM, Wally, Mike Sadler, I should say, on the broadcast in the second intermission. But I'll throw this at you as well, Abe. Recently, the league, a number of significant changes with the Chatham Maroons. Of course, the London Nationals picked up a couple of key guys. Tony, I talked to Tony about this. He was really concerned about a number of the transactions and how they went about. Of course, at the junior B level, you want to try to keep it as home team based as possible. But is the league, are you concerned at all, Abe, that the league is maybe reaching out too far at this point? And in that, I will say you lost a player in Kyle Shaw.
We did, and Kyle wanted to move up to the next level, and his whole aspirations are to play at a higher level in the future. And I'm sure there's some other of our players that will eventually play, and we probably have a couple of guys going to be going to OHL next year. But it is getting tougher and tougher to find. We have to put on a competitive team to compete with the other teams in the league, or else people won't be happy. So to find local talent is very difficult. And then when you have teams that are, they're certainly going out and spending just a lot of money on players. The budgets are becoming way too much for a junior B caliber hockey, and there will have to be some kind of action be put in place that it's a fair playing field. And I'm not just saying for us, but there's other teams, the St. Mary's, the Lambton Shores. We need those teams in our division or our conference. Well, otherwise, we're going to start traveling to Cambridge and further out, and that'll only increase everybody's budgets. And
well said there, Abe, and certainly something to be very concerned about. Just quickly, the state of hockey here in Leamington, the attendance this year, the season up to this point, have you been pleased with it?
our attendance is growing each year, and we feel that for us to go deep into the playoffs will probably improve that. Winning a conference championship or even a Sutherland Cup would certainly do it. I know that's done that in other cities and other towns, but we are certainly pleased with the attendance. We're averaging around 600 fans a game, and we'd like to get it up to where the LaSalle's and the Chathams and those teams are at.
Well, Leamington's very fortunate to have such a committed ownership group. Congrats on everything up to this point, Abe. Thanks for doing this with us. Try to enjoy the rest of this game, and I'm sure we'll talk down the road.
Yes, thank you, and I hope people enjoy the game on WeTV.ca. I know some of our American players are following it at home right now, so thank you.
Good stuff. Thanks. That's Abe Fair, the president and owner of the Leamington Flyers Hockey Club. Does an outstanding job, works very hard, very well-respected businessman here in the Leamington and area community. So, again, very fortunate situation to have Abe as the leader of this hockey club. We're going to take a quick time out here at the Heinz Arena. When we come back, we're going to check two other out-of-town games for you, including the Windsor Spitfires. They're in action tonight out at the Windsor Family Credit Union Center. We'll get you update there. We'll recap the first period of play, and we'll get set for second period action. You're watching Flyers hockey on we-tv.ca.
This is our town. There's nowhere else quite like it. It's a strong town, a resilient town, the kind that takes its knocks and always bounces back. This is our team. It's a tough team, a hard-working team. And like our town, it takes everything you throw at it and keeps coming back for more. There's no other town quite like Windsor. And there's no hockey like Spitfires hockey.
Aboriginal youth have a desire to create, learn, and grow.
No computer, no future.
One laptop, one child at a time, one simple gesture.
Give a kid a chance.
Let's help give them the tools to succeed.
Let's buy a child a laptop.
Do yourself a favor. Go online, check it out.
I got a laptop!
Find out how you can help. Visit the website today.
I got a laptop!
It's not too late to start your post-secondary education at St. Clair College. We have everything you need to help you register for this September. Not sure what career path works for you? The knowledgeable staff in our admissions office can help you make that choice. Just bring in your transcripts and we'll get you started. We're here Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Fridays from 10 a.m. till 4. For a list of open programs, go to our website at St. Clair College. Our focus is you.
Welcome back to the Heinz Arena. We continue with our first intermission here on we-tv.ca. It's Junior B hockey action here tonight. The Leamington Flyers hosting the St. Thomas Stars. 20 minutes is in the books between these two clubs. As mentioned at the top of the broadcast, this is the 5th meeting of the season between these two teams. The Flyers leading the Stars in the season series by a 3-1 count. Both these teams on 4-game winning streaks here coming into tonight's hockey game. Just one goal to report in that first period. It did belong to the hometown Flyers. It was Dylan Segan scoring his 20th goal of the campaign, set up by his counterpart named Alex Segan. That's the only assist. The goal come late in the first period at the 19:30 mark. That's where we stand after the first period of play. 1-0 the Leamington Flyers. Shots on goal in that first period. Leamington holds the edge there after 20 minutes of play as well, as they do outshoot the St. Thomas Stars by a 12-10 count. Only one power play for each team in that period. Both clubs going 0 for 1 with the extra man. That's the story after 20 minutes of play here at the Heinz Arena between the Leamington Flyers and the St. Thomas Stars. Two games that we are tracking for you out of town this night. One other game in the Greater Ontario Junior B Hockey League from the Western Conference. It's in Sarnia. It's Sarnia hosting the London Nationals. And in that contest, it was late in the first period, and it had Sarnia up in that contest by a score of 1-0. One other game we're following this evening from the Ontario Hockey League as we step up a level to the major Junior A ranks. The Windsor Spitfires playing just down the road here in Windsor at the Windsor Family Credit Union Center. The Spitfires really struggling as of late, and already tonight they're hosting one of their West Division rivals, a battle for first place, if you will. The Spitfires trying to catch the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds. The Hounds in town tonight, and it's all Sault Ste. Marie so far in that contest as they're really putting it to the Spitfires. They lead at 3-0 over the Spits. That's after the first period of play. So the Spitfires in a little bit of trouble at the Windsor Family Credit Union Center tonight. Also, I think the Spitfires right now on a 5-game losing skid, so they're really losing ground to the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds if they have any hopes of capturing first place twice and the second seed in the Western Conference of the Ontario Hockey League. Our next telecast here at the Leamington Heinz Arena, we're going to be back in a couple of weeks. We'll check out the Leamington Flyers one more time here as the London Nationals, the defending champions, will be in town to take on the Flyers. You can watch all the action live right here on we-tv.ca. We'll have the drop of the puck for you at 7:10. Hope you can join us on we-tv.ca for that contest. The score here after 20 minutes of play, it's the Leamington Flyers 1, the St. Thomas Stars no score. A quick timeout. When we come back, we'll get set for second period action. You're watching Junior B hockey action on we-tv.ca.
It's not too late to start your post-secondary education at St. Clair College. We have everything you need to help you register for this September. Not sure what career path works for you? The knowledgeable staff in our admissions office can help you make that choice. Just bring in your transcripts and we'll get you started. We're here Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Fridays from 10 a.m. till 4. For a list of open programs, go to our website at St. Clair College. Our focus is you.
What is it?
Is it a bank?
It kind of looks like a bank.
She just handed him some money. It's a bank.
But people are smiling.
Not a bank.
Not a bank.
Meridian. It's neighborhood banking reinvented. Come see for yourself. You know, through the door, inside. Meridian. Your money, your way. Imagine that.
Welcome back to the Heinz Arena here in Leamington, Ontario. It's the Flyers and the Stars doing battle with 20 minutes in the books. It's the hometown Flyers up 1-0 over the St. Thomas Stars. Good pace in the opening period. Both teams looking to build, hopefully on better second periods. And this second period should be pretty entertaining for us, Lee.
Yeah, it should be. I think, imagine Coach Broski has probably told his team, let's get some shots on the net. We got to get more quality shots. And Coach Horvat, he probably told them, we got to work a little harder in our own end to get the puck out and make better plays.
That's Lee Jones on the color. I'm Vince Liberti on the play-by-play. That's a shot here by Segan's covered up quickly by Brown. And 15 seconds in the period, we got our first whistle. Another thing we saw in the first period, not a lot of whistles.
No, it's pretty quick, which is nice, I guess, with this weather. Might help out St. Thomas get home a little bit earlier tonight. But that was a nice little takeaway there by Dylan. He almost had a nice shot, another goal.
Spilleri wins the draw. McGee throws it towards the net. Goes wide, and the Stars pick it up. Breaking into the Leamington zone. Played away by Whedon. Picked up as Segan plays into the neutral zone. Stars regroup. Scrum up along the red line. Couple Flyers in there. Segan and Spilleri. And Segan goes down. He looks like he took a stick in the chops.
Yeah, it looks like a little errant stick got him in there. He's a tough kid. He'll be all right.
Flyers control the neutral zone. Break in as the Flyers see the Stars playing a little more aggressive here in the opening of the second period as they dump it in. Oh, Muzzin rubs out number 12, Van Heusen. Stretch pass here to Segan. He'll find Dolby, top of the circle. Puck's deflected and bops into the far corner. Quick, along with Dalby. Try to hook up and do a little work down low. Dalby along the hash mark boards. Finds Quick. Pass is picked off. Jamison breaks out over the red line. Finds Knight. A weak wrister on net. Whedon has no problem gloving that.
Yeah, that's a nice job of Cole Schvalle. Stood him up at the blue line, gave the guy nothing, and all he could do is take a weak shot at Weedy there. So it's a good job.
A heads-up play there by Chevalier, like you mentioned. As Don Cherry always said, either get your stick, get in front of it, or move out of the way. In that case, he's moved out of the way and let Whedon take that. Chevalier Goes the wrong way around the net. Little crisscross. Stars with opportunity. Scores! And there it is, folks. Game-tying goal. As the captain. Go ahead there, Lee.
We had a giveaway there in the corner. Little miscommunication. They get the puck out and end up being a turnover in the back of the net. Look, that's what it looks like. This might have went off. Looks like Graham Kelsey sticking over the shoulder of Weedy.
Yeah, like you mentioned there, it might have been miscommunication as Muzzin took one rider on the net, puck deflected around, and just like that's in the back of your neck. Stars now playing with a little more energy. The Flyers recognizing this. 2-on-1. Scott breaks in. Scores! Oh, baby! Oh, he tickles the twine. Answers immediately for the Flyers.
Yeah, that was a nice comeback real quick. Nice heads-up pass by Mitch Monte to get it up to Scotty there. That was, and Scotty's known for a good shot.
Defenseman there gave him enough room. He took it in his own hands and went shelf. We'll check out the replay here.
Yeah, it just looks like Scotty. He just put the puck on net, and he took a nice hard shot, put it in the top corner, and game's back. We're up 2-1.
Flyers up 2-1. You recognize. And he's a left-handed goalie, is Brown, so right over his catching glove. As the Flyers continue the pressure, Scott down low. Try to cycle it back.
Yeah, that goal by St.Thomas there, that was from Alex Morgan. He played for Chatham last year, so that was unassisted. And then, like I said, Chris Scott come back with an assist from Ryan Muzzin, which is a good way to get right back in the game.
Save there by Whedon is now with a hard wrister from just about the top of the circle. And with less than 3 minutes gone, we have 2 goals here in the second period. The hometown Leamington Flyers lead the visiting St. Thomas Stars 2-1. Draws one by the Flyers, played around, held in neatly by the Stars. Pinch here by number 5, Sledgers. Can't connect with his teammate there. Pressure by Moore. He'll send Helms behind his own net. Again, the Leamington Flyers here, Lee, causing a lot of discomfort on the forecheck for the Stars.
Yeah, that's one of Colin Moore's specialties, I guess you'd say. He's a big, strong kid. Good skater. He gets to the puck quick, so puts a little pressure on those defensemen.
Flyers clear the zone. Puck's played out to center. Chipped in it. Or Friesen picks it up here for the Flyers. Dumped in by Moore. Puck plays a weird bounce off the stanchion, but it's collected neatly by Helms. He'll stop behind his net and regroup.
Yeah, we got J.P. Gruneau. He's playing forward tonight. He's he's a utility player. He can play defense or go up on forward, which is nice to have.
Every coach must love having a utility player like that. Know he can fill in any spots that you might be short at. The Flyers dump it right back in. The Stars try to regroup it here. They finally will, looks like. That'll be Helms once again behind the net. Thinks one way, goes the other.
That was a nice play right there. We just sat back and Spitz went right at it.
As Seguin tries to cut across the net. Poke check neatly away there by Brown. Seguin to Seguin. Spilldary, he goes cross ice. Passes handle. Here's Van Houston, tries to find a break. Chevalier, one-on-one, is shoulder to shoulder, and he played him tough. Out comes the goaltender, Whedon. He throws it around. Out come the Flyers. Icing is waved off there. Puck could have been played. Oh, almost a little back pass there. Can't find the handle. Chevalier with a wrist shot. Good save by Brown. And with just under 5 minutes gone here in the second period.
Yeah, I see, Vince, we're down to 2 refs and a linesman. I think there early in the first, Pelche went down, so must have been a little bit more. He finished the period, but the linesman and refs got their work cut out for him now.
Yeah, we mentioned that earlier in the broadcast. Pelletier got rocked right in front of the bench, or in front of the penalty box here, collided with Segan. And like you said, they're playing one ref down.
It's good to see them earning their money.
Stars break out. Dalby breaks it right up and takes control back over for the Leamington Flyers. In the corner, digging is Allen. Dalby, puck squeaks out to center it goes. Stars playing, looks like a 2-3 defense here. As Van Heusen tips it at center, he'll pursue it. All I'm going to say is on the other side of center, that's an icing call. Okay, you got to give props to the Stars thus far. They've come up with a lot of jump in the second period and said, hey, it might have been a bad first period, but it won't dictate the rest of the game for us.
No, not at all. These guys are fighting. I think they can catch for 6 spots. So, they got a reason to come to play.
A lot of hockey left still in the season. As you mentioned, this is game 37. They still have another 15 games or so. So still a lot of points left on the board and a lot of positions to be moved. As the puck's dumped in deep into the Flyers' territory. Carriero gives chase. Amante, puck's in his feet, kicks out to Scott. He'll find Oplinger. 2 touches and is deep into the Stars' zone. He works over his man. That's Jameson in the corner. Knight not moving his feet. Puck picked by Scott. He's able to get it out though to Coyle. Jameson makes a move. Tries to make a second but loses the handle on it and the puck goes into the corner. Knight with a turnaround shot.
That was great back checking by Mitch Amante. Got back and cut the puck.
Amante on the ice here with Spitaleri. Or checked out with Oblinger and Scott. Puck given away. Just deflected wide by Morgan on the Carriero shot. Here come the Flyers, 2-on-1. Scott and Oblinger. Scott hangs on to it. Pass Oblinger. It's a right-handed shot. A little tough to handle there as that pass had a little zip on it. Can't get a shot off on net. They still control as McGee with a shot. Blocked away and puck goes over to the net.
Maybe Scotty should have shot it again after the first goal he got.
When your hand's high, you got to feed it to it. And it looks like Scott there was trying to be a little too nice. As McGee's filled in by Morgan at the red line. Amante, though, picks up the puck. Moore wants it. He gets it. Shot goes off number 4, Mincer. Puck's played out the center, and the Flyers have it. McGee will dump it in. Entry's denied. Moore has it this time, but it's given away. Here comes Sledgers. Back check hard by Chevalier. He'll rub out his man as Greneau is back. Moore, late change here for the Stars. Waiting for the troops to arrive as Friesen is there as well. Played behind the net by Greneau. Puck takes a bounce to Kelsey. Puck go into the netting and out of play. A little choppy action there going back and forth between the two teams.
I mean, like I said before, we're all playing for positions. There's only, like you said, 15 more games left. So, everybody's got to play every shift right now to get those points and try to get a little bit higher in the standings.
You got to want it this time of the season, and looks like both teams want it really bad right now. Leamington wants to catch LaSalle, and St. Thomas wants to find their way into a playoff spot as of right now. Here's Friesen. Check that. Yep, that was Friesen. Chevalier. Shot goes wide of the net. Picked up and wrapped around by the Stars. Big hit by number 7, Chevalier.
He's a big, strong kid. He's a great kid, but he likes to get his nose involved.
And he returned by Brookshaw on Chevalier, and the hitting starting to pick up. This game's starting to get aggressive. Moore goes to the net. The pass is intercepted, comes out the center and dumped right back in by Leamington. Tremstra looks for his man up ice, tipped in by Brookshaw. Van Heusen gives chase. Back is Bechard. Bechard around and out to the blue line. Here's Segan. He'll take it himself. Into the St. Thomas zone. He stood up by number 14. There's discombobulation all over the ice right now as the puck's bouncing back and forth. Finally controlled by the Stars and dumped into the Leamington zone. Bouchard picks it up and he breaks out. He'll find Spitaleri. He's got tons of speed coming through the neutral zone. Makes a nice move around defender. Puts the puck in his feet and sets up shop. Into the corner they go. Puck's wrapped around. Spitaleri gets again thrown off stride and corralled nicely by Jamieson. He leads the breakout. Knight takes it from here. 2-on-1 shot, save Whedon. Whedon's playing strong game thus far.
Out there. He was way out in front of his crease, cut the angle off, and the guy didn't have much to shoot at there.
The puck's covered up here and 9:54 to play. Leamington still leads the St. Thomas Stars 2-1. Now you mentioned there, Whedon came out there and was up above the blue ice. Is that show a display of confidence for a goaltender that he has the confidence to come out and be square with a shooter like that?
Oh yeah, when he can come out there and he knows he's got his back checkers picking up guys, and now he can come out and watch, take the shots. So he didn't have to worry about any rebound. He knew everybody had everybody picked up.
Allen with wheels along the far boards. He's able to carry it in. Puck squeaks around. It's bounced around in front of the net. Flyers brings up to the point. Here's McGee. Shot blocked by Warren. Goes into the corner. McGee pinches. Met by Warren. Estabrook in the corner. The Flyers control it down low. Stars pick it up here. It's Warren. He'll dump it and chip it just past McGee. And we got an icing call here.
Yeah, Matt McGee, he was a Barrie draft choice, and he is very fortunate. I think it was his first or second year. Ron Susi come down from the Sarnia Sting. We ended up picking him up, and Tony put him together and just gave Matt a lot of confidence with Ronnie back there, and Ronnie teach him a lot what to do.
You learn from those you play with, and the Leamington Flyers here do it the best. Again, another icing call. 2 quick whistles here for a game that's been so far, end-to-end action for the 600 or so here in the building tonight. Yeah. Bearing that snow that's outside, hopefully I could just imagine my truck being 3 feet deep in snow and walk outside.
Well, I guess you only got to go to Windsor.
Yeah.
These guys up to St. Thomas, they might be a little late tonight.
Pucks along the far board, hash marks Oplinger. Little back pass to McGee. Shot from the point, blocked by Warren. Batted out of the air, and on the goal line it goes. Light went on, it did, but it's cleared away off the goal line. A little trigger happy there must have been the goalman.
Yeah, we got Trigger up here. He didn't let the horn go, so he was on the game.
Monte's shots tip wide. The Flyers here slowing it down and playing their kind of game. The Stars trying to pick up the pace a little bit. As it's recovered by Morgan, he throws it around, but there to intercept it, it's Oblinger. McGee pinches in nicely. He'll beat Morgan to the puck. It looks like the Stars here might be caught on a long shift, looking a little gassed. As the Flyers, Scott Amante behind the net started to go to work. Check that Oblinger. Oblinger comes out front, tries to throw off a backhand. It's sends to number 16, Amante, who blows a Michelin in front of the net, throwing off stride. Scott regains it, shot on net, and Brown sees it through the crowd and makes the save for the Stars.
Yeah, those three guys really had good puck movement there and gave themselves a couple scoring chances.
Coach Borowski must really be loving that line, especially coming off that long layoff, knowing that line's starting to click, and if some of the other lines are off, he knows with confidence he can go to that line early on.
Yeah, Tony, he likes to roll all four until he has to go down, but everybody gets going, and he's very happy to run 4 lines.
We got a hand pass here off of a Chevalier shot. That's a testament to Tony Borowski that he's confident in all his players, and he knows that if he just runs 2 lines or 3 lines, that not every player is going to develop, and not every player is going to be able to going to play. Yeah. So it's good. It's good to see that.
It's he does it all the time. He lets everybody during the season get the chance of on the power play and short-handed, and when it comes down to crunch time, he figures out who should be there. But like he said, he gets everybody a chance.
That's what you need from a great coach. As Brown makes the right pad save, breaking out is the Stars. Van Dusen, good shot on net. Whedon with a better save. Goes into the corner. Brookshaw's in there. He's doing battle with Grinnell. Grinnell's all over the ice tonight.
Yeah, he's feisty, that's for sure.
That's the Flyers break out, misconnect there by Friesen and Moore. Stars will pick it up and regroup. Tipped in, right on goal by Whedon. Whedon steers it aside as Moore goes cross ice, finds Grinnell, and Moore is filled in by Van Dusen. Doesn't phase him as Van Dusen once again dumps it right back into Leamington zone. Bichard's back to retreat for the Flyers. Quick regroup here. He comes into the center ice zone. He dumps it in. Play with a little kick there by Chemestra, who'll move out of the way. Looks like Helms down low. Flyers trying to control the puck. Helms comes out with it, but down goes Seguin. He'll draw a penalty. Helms will pick up a second penalty out of the game, and with 6:16 remaining here in the second period, the Flyers will go to the power play.
Yeah, so I hope this one's a little bit better than the first, but the St. Thomas goalie's playing very well. Riley Brown, he's keeping his team in the game, which every team needs. Is good goaltending if you want to go anywhere in the playoffs.
That's exactly right, especially this team. I mean, a 2-minute penalty. Potter signals it for tripping, and the Flyers go to work. Amane with a shot. That's blocked neatly by Coyle.
That was a nice block. He got right in the lane and didn't get to the net.
Showing no hesitation. Oblinger finds Seguin. Shot goes into the netting.
That was deflected. So we just got to get some guys in front of that Riley Brown there and see what happens. Hopefully he can't see the puck.
That's right. Goalie's worst enemy is not being able to see, of course. And Leamington Flyers trying to establish more traffic in front. We got Seguin, Spildary, Seguin, Amante, and Oplinger on the power play for the Flyers.
Yeah, it looks like Tony. He's got 5 forwards out there.
And offensive. Sometimes the best defense is the great offense. As the Leamington Flyers try to find the back of the net, extend to a 2-goal lead. Puck comes out on an off pass by Oplinger. And the Flyers are going to have to regroup.
Yeah, Nate should have just got that down deep. There wasn't much there to give a pass.
Morgan, Sledgers, Simpsons, excuse me, and Chemesta on the penalty kill here for the Stars. Puck sails wide on a toe drag shot there by Seguin. Down low. Along the half boards here, the Flyers. Nice cycle they got going on as Amonte's looking to go cross ice. One-timer by Oplinger, just misses. Seguin will pick it back up on the other end. Back over to Amonte. Amonte down low. Down to Seguin, shot.
That's a nice little give and go with Spilleri and Seguin.
Amante picks it back up. He'll try to go back the other way. Spilleri goes to the bench. He looks like he might have got his bell wrong. Slap shot right from the hash mark, and there to meet Spilleri, or check that, Seguin, is Riley Brown.
Yeah, he come right out of his net, so had a easy save, hit him right in the star, I guess.
And that's a testament to Riley Brown. The Spurs here had a slow start. Came on hard in the opening second period, and have kind of fizzled out a little bit here. We're now on the penalty kill, and he's staying tall and true as a goaltender should, and bringing some confidence into the Stars team.
Sure is. He's keeping them in the game right now.
Robertson's back for the Flyers. He's tossed behind his net. They'll regroup. Breaks out into the neutral zone. Into the Star zone he goes. Leave it down low. That's Quick with the puck. Her thrower up top. Finds McGee, back to Quick. Shot into the netting over Brown's left shoulder. And with 4 left remaining, it's 2-1.
Looks like a nice practice. We might have to work on the power play a little bit here.
Even strike now as that penalty expires. Helms once again gets away, gets in the penalty box and get out without having to wear the burden of giving up a goal while he's in the box.
I'll give some credit to Riley Brown. He made some key saves for him.
Bailing out his teammate there. Definitely he did. 4 minutes remaining here in the second period. 2-1 Flyers on top. Here come the Flyers over the Stars' blue line. Puck goes in the middle of the ice, the scramble in front of the net. Coyle picks it up. The break over the red line, dumped in deep, and the Stars give chase. Coyle and Knight. Coyle almost met Whedon there, who tried to play the puck. Got it out just in the nick of time. Stars coming over the blue line. Carriero throwing off stride, still goes to the backhand, gets a shot off. Good blocker save there by Whedon. Puck's loose to the side of the goal. Shot deflected out of play. Looks like Whedon might have got a piece there.
Nice play on McGee, making the St. Thomas player go to his back end, and then the shot, and Wheaton get the deflection into the mesh there, getting a whistle.
Whedon having a heck of a game so far. Match and Riley Brown save for save thus far. As the Stars regain and dump it in. Right on Whedon, a bouncing puck, and it'll go right into the bread basket. But it took a weird hop there, and that could eat up any goaltender.
That's true. Anything goes in the net, you know, it's a shot on net, and every one of them will go in the net. So, you never know.
Exactly. Another reason why goalies must stay sharp at all times.
Yeah, they got to know where the puck is always.
Flyers win the draw. Skating with its Muzzin. He'll find Friesen with a little speed over the red line. Into the Stars' territory, throws a shot on goal, goes over Brown's shoulder off the dash and takes a hop out the center ice. The Stars come back the other way. Linesman gets in the way there, holds it in for the Stars momentarily as the puck's popped out. Back for it's Helms. Helms and Shermista playing here and a pairing in the second period. Morgan to Sledgers. Steaming in from the right side was number 19, Helms. He's back, he controls it, and he dumps it right back in. And just like that, the Stars having a little momentum here towards the end of the second period.
Yes, they do. They're putting a good forecheck on right now.
Always building blocks towards the third. Got to find that confidence and find some positives. 2-1 Leamington on top. 2:15 remaining here as Kelsey backtracks behind his own net. Sends a nice breakout pass. Cross ice now goes to Moore. Van Heusen picks up the loose puck. He comes in over center. Tries to go through four and is absolutely dropped at the hash marks by Chevalier. There's going to be a delay penalty, and Chevalier's not happy. They're going to say it was an interference call, but the hit was clean, but he says he might have caught him a little late, and that's why he's getting 2 minutes.
Yeah, there's a new rule there. I guess once it goes past you, you're supposed to let the guy go. I don't agree with it. He took his man, and you know, but rules are rules.
That's right. You got to follow them as much as we don't like them. And that'll give the Stars a power play all the way through to the end of the second period. $1:55 remaining here. Heinz Arena, the 600 strong. Enjoying this tightly battled contest thus far as Seguin.
This will be a big kill for us right here. You know, keep the lead going into the third period with some confidence.
Seguin on a Lone Ranger rush. We'll dump it in deep. And three, check that, 3 across for the Leamington Flyers, right along that red line. Simpsons dumps it in. Whedon's out to play it. Holds it for his defenseman, and down the ice it goes. Pretty textbook there.
That was a nice play for Trevor. Look, you know, they had good communication, stopped it, let him know, and got it right down.
Coach Broski must love when Whedon's that tuned into the game that he's coming out to play the puck like that.
There's another head-up play by Blaine Bayshard, jumping up on the play there and intercepting the pass.
Gonna have great instincts from Bayshard. With 1:07 remaining, we're gonna have a face-off just outside the Leamington zone. Still killing off $1:12, about 1:12 remaining in the penalty. 1:07 remaining here in the second period.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to get into a good, exciting third period. Looks like a 1-goal differential, I hope.
Those fans who survived the storm outside are definitely getting a treat indoors here. With 1 minute remaining here in the second period, the Stars break out into the neutral zone and into the Leamington territory. Whedon once again comes out to play it, leaves it for Amante along the near boards. He tries to hack at it, can't get it out. Gets a second chance, and this time a little flip will do, gets out to center. Past both.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, shot on net. Save, rebound, save again by Brown. And he says, keep going, boys, go. As Brookshot takes it, tries to catch the Flyers off guard. And that was a great play there by the Leamington Flyers.
Yeah, just a better play by Riley Brown with a great save. You know, that could be a 3-1 shorthanded goal. It could have deflated St. Thomas.
Robertson breaks over the line. Not angle shot with 14 seconds left. Sends the puck back around to his defensive partner. Down the ice it goes. Another knuckle puck there. As Amante dumps it in. We got 5 seconds remaining in the third. And that'll do it for the second period. 2-1 Flyers on top. There'll be 5 seconds remaining in Hutchinson's penalty, or check that, Chevalier's penalty coming back from the third period. But Lee, in that second period, we saw the Stars come out, play really aggressive, get an early goal tied up. Flyers responded. What did you like from both teams in that second period?
Well, they both come out to play. It's with Leamington, we know we got to play. We got to play hard. It's our building. We want to, keep the fans happy with a win. But, you got to give Coach Hobart there, get his team ready for the second period. And guaranteed he'll have them ready for the third, and so will Tony. So we're going to have an exciting second period, or third period, sorry.
Exciting game thus far. The only thing that stopped the offensive output thus far are both goaltenders in Trevor Whedon and Riley Brown, both playing really good hockey thus far. You got to give props to Brown. He's been left out to dry a couple times. He's bailed out his teammates, and you got to think his teammates got to respond eventually.
Oh yeah, you got to. Like I said before, he's keeping him in the game. He's making some key saves. He just made a key one there with St. Thomas being short-handed. But that's great goaltending. Takes you a long way.
Now, with that great goaltending from Brown, what is Coach Prosk saying to his players that may be getting frustrated for not finding that back of the net?
Well, we got to shoot more. They got to get more shots and get some more traffic in front of the goalie. Make sure he can't see it.
Well, it's 2-1 here. The Leamington Flyers on top of the St. Thomas Stars. We'll kick it to commercial, and we'll be back right after this.
Watch this. There, look. There's that expression on her face. There it is again. What's up with that? Just what the heck is going on in there? There it is again. Ear to ear, that one.
Meridian, your money, your way. Imagine that.
Welcome back to the Heinz Arena. Great Ontario Junior B Hockey League action here tonight on we-tv.ca. 40 minutes complete between the Leamington Flyers and the St. Thomas Stars. The hometown Flyers leading it 2-1. Joining us on the broadcast, the hard-working general manager of the Leamington Flyers, no stranger to hockey circles, Mike Sadler. Thanks for doing this with us, Mike. And
my pleasure.
2-1 game. Not a bad outing so far tonight.
No, it's sort of a sleeper, but if you come out in the long end of this one, that's the key thing. But it is what it is, and they're playing a pretty solid game, but we're letting them hang around, and that's dangerous.
Yes, always is dangerous, that's for sure. Playoff spots already clinched, Mike. How important is that to get that out of the way at this point in the schedule?
Well, I mean, it's nice to know you're in. I mean, obviously, if you take a good look at the standings, the final order is still far from being determined. So, now you're starting to watch the, scoreboard to try and figure out who you're going to play in the first round. And, with us at this level, we have to, negotiate dates with the building and this and that. We're not prime tenants like the OHL sort of thing. So that's more or less what it is from now to the end.
obviously the league really changed its complexion in the last week and a half or so, Mike. I talked to Tony about it. Got a comment from the owner, Abe, earlier on the broadcast tonight. Of course, you're beating the bushes for players. You lose a guy like Kyle Shaw, though, to the next level. Some signings in the league in Chatham, of course. They've stocked up. London stocked up again. Good or bad for the league at this point?
Well, obviously, it depends what your point of view is. I mean, if you're Chatham or London, then good for them. You know, obviously, we would have liked to have upgraded or added a piece or two or whatever, but, you know, it is what it is. It's not from lack of effort, and, you know, we'll see how it goes, but, you know, I like our team, and I mean, I like the attitude on the team and everything else, so I'm not that concerned.
You've been around the game for such a long time, Mike, at many maybe not too long, never too long. We need you around still, but certainly you've seen a lot of things change over the years, and this is something that's evolving even here at the Junior B level. We talk about these signings, these players like that. Is that something that the league needs to be concerned about at this point? Is it something that they really have to look at to try to keep, maybe they feel there is still a level playing field, but maybe there isn't?
Yeah, again, depending on what your point of view is. I mean, obviously, I mean, a lot of these teams are executive-run teams. You know, they're not teams with deep pocket owners, and you know, the danger is you're gonna, you know, teams are gonna die on the vine, and then you don't have a league to play in, or else all of a sudden the regular season game is Leamington and Brantford or something. So then the cost of doing business goes up. And, you know, it's just a ongoing downward spiral, I think, sort of thing. So, you know, is there anything that can be done? I mean, you can't begrudge a team or its ownership for trying to better themselves. And, you know, I don't want to sound like sour grapes or whatever, because we would have done the same thing if we could have. So, you know, it is what it is. But you're right. There should be an ongoing concern as to the overall health of Junior B hockey, because it's not Major A, it's not the NHL. You know, it's supposed to be small town, you know, hockey, and it is becoming, you know, who's got the most money to spend.
Should it still be considered a strong development league, though, Mike? I mean, getting kids to the next level, whether it's the OHL or to a college level.
Oh, for sure. And I think a lot of teams, you know, maybe have adopted this win at all cost or any cost attitude, and, you know, maybe forgetting what this level and lower is about. It's developing kids to move up the ladder. And, you know, I mean, the vast majority of them, you know, aren't going to move up, but for those that are, I mean, you know, you like take satisfaction from the kids that have done well and moved on. And if you're loaded up with a whole team full of 20-year-olds, you're not moving anybody up. Conversely, you know, if you're too young, you don't win. So somewhere in the middle, there's got to be the right mix.
As mentioned, you've been around a long time. You've worked at every level. Still get a lot of satisfaction with this, Mike? You're still enjoying it? And
well, I guess if I wasn't, I wouldn't be doing it. I mean, I'm not 30 years old anymore, and trust me, there's some days I wonder, you know, what the hell am I doing, sort of thing. But no, I mean, there's a lot of good people that you meet and get involved with, and you know, the day's going to come soon enough when I'm done, so I'll enjoy it while it lasts.
Well, it'll be a sad day. A lot of people will miss you, but certainly appreciate the hard work up to this point, and always good to talk hockey with you, and we'll get to do this again down the road.
Anytime.
All right, Mike Sadler, fine GM of the Leamington Flyers. That's a Kitchener Ranger jacket, but he's still doing some work with them there. We got to give the Rangers a plug, or else Coach Troy Smith will be upset with us. But we're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll recap the second period, check the out-of-town scoreboard for you, and we'll have third period action just around the corner. You're watching Junior B Hockey on the we-tv.ca network.
Aboriginal youth have a desire to create, learn, and grow.
No computer, no future.
One laptop, one child at a time, one simple gesture.
Give a kid a chance.
Let's help give them the tools to succeed.
Let's buy a child a laptop.
Do yourself a favor. Go online, check it out.
I got a laptop!
Find out how you can help. Visit the website today.
It's not too late to start your post-secondary education at St. Clair College. We have everything you need to help you register for this September. Not sure what career path works for you? The knowledgeable staff in our admissions office can help you make that choice. Just bring in your transcripts and we'll get you started. We're here Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Fridays from 10 a.m. till 4. For a list of open programs, go to our website at St. Clair College. Our focus is you.
What is it?
Is it a bank?
Kind of looks like a bank.
She just handed him some money. It's a bank.
But people are smiling.
Not a bank.
Not a bank.
Meridian. It's neighborhood banking reinvented. Come see for yourself. You know, through the door, inside. Meridian. Your money, your way. Imagine that.
Hey, welcome back to the Heinz Arena. We continue on with our second intermission. It's the Leamington Flyers and the St. Thomas Stars doing battle. 40 minutes complete here, and the Leamington Flyers leading it 2-1. Before we get to how we got to that score, Benjamin and Noah, a couple of hard-working Leamington Flyer fans are joining us. Benjamin, what do you think of the game so far?
It's been pretty good. I think the Flyers have the advantage. I mean, they're a lot better than any other team.
All right, good stuff. Noah, what do you think?
I think the Flyers are going to win.
Do you have a favorite player here?
No.
No, you just like them all, right?
Yeah.
All right, you guys are great fans. They're going to help me recap some of this game here tonight. It was 1-0 Leamington after the first period, thanks to a goal by Dylan Segan, his 20th of the season. Alex Segan set it up at the 1930 mark. That's where we stood, 1-0. In the second period, it was the St. Thomas Stars tying the game at 1. The goal coming at 1:52 of the period. It was Alex Morgan, his 13th of the season, tying the hockey game. Leamington did recapture the lead, though, thanks to Chris Scott's 8th goal of the season. It was set up by Ryan Muzzin at 2:09, so just about 17 seconds later, the Flyers came back, recaptured the lead, and that's where we stand after 40 minutes of play. The Leamington Flyers leading it 2-1. Shots on goal in that second period, the Flyers with 16 shots and a 40-minute total of 28 shots. St. Thomas comes back with 12 shots. They have a two-period total of 22 shots. On the power play, St. Thomas is 0 for 1 with the extra man. Leamington 0 for 2 on the power play. Two games that we've been tracking for you tonight in other leagues. One game in the Western Conference of the Greater Ontario Junior B Hockey League. That's in Sarnia, and it's Sarnia taking on the London Nationals, the Legionnaires, and the Nationals are 1-1 after 40 minutes of play in that hockey game. And at the Windsor Family Credit Union Center in the Ontario Hockey League, the Windsor Spitfires are getting spanked hard tonight by the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds. The Hounds are leading that game by a 5-0 score. That was late in the second period. So did we get it all in there, Benjamin?
Yeah, I think we did.
We're all good for the third period?
I think so.
All right. Noah, you got a prediction? What's the score going to be tonight?
5-1.
5-1 for Leamington?
Yeah.
All right, so you guys heard it here first. Benjamin predicting a Flyers win. Noah predicting a 5-1 Flyers win. Pretty confident fans. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, it's the call of the third period. You're watching Flyers hockey on we-tv.ca.
Someone be so naive? Everyone knows not to drink and drive. How can you be so selfish, so ignorant? How can you live with yourself? That's what I want to know. Because I can't. I can't sleep at night. My parents will never see their son live his life because I was stupid. I didn't think. And now it's not just me paying the price. Why tonight? Was calling a cab that hard? Now she's gone, and his life is ruined, and it wasn't him, it was me. It was my fault. I was driving, I had too much to drink, I hit the other car. 1 in every 3 people will be involved in an alcohol-related crash in their lifetime, and almost every 90 seconds a person is injured in a drunk driving crash. And yet we still think, nah, it'll never happen to me. In the moment, you might feel like everyone thinks what you're doing is fine, even cool. But when you finally wake up, if you finally wake up, you are the only one standing on your side. In the end, there is only one person to blame. It was me. It was me. Don't be me. Don't drink and drive.
Some over here.
Hey, where'd you get that scar?
That? I got that in a bit of a fight in '98 there, JJ.
Raymond, he's always bragging. He knows I got him beat over here with this one. I got blindsided. Look at that.
That's nothing. Look at this one. Look at this.
Moon, here we go.
How many stables did you get? 45. 45? Oh. Never would have thought that.
I'll see you soon.
Well, it's true that I fart, but I wouldn't call myself a farter. I'm a social farter. I really only do it when I'm out with my friends that fart. We hang out, we drink, we dance, just have some fun being together. Farting. Sometimes I'll use farting as an excuse to meet a guy. Do you want to go outside for a fart? Yeah. We talk. We fart. Just because I fart at parties now and then, it doesn't make me a farter.
Welcome back to the Heinz Arena here in Leamington. 2-1's our score. Flyers on top of the St. Thomas Stars. 40 minutes in the books so far. Both teams playing some great hockey. Both goalies playing some even better hockey. And we should be in store for a great third period.
Oh yeah, we should. Hopefully we can kill this last 5 seconds off of the penalty. Then hopefully go out there and maybe that score that young gentleman told Dom will come true.
Yeah. 5-1 is a big prediction here, but it's now it's not out of reach. It's definitely very doable here with 20 minutes to go and 5 seconds left for the Leamington Flyers to kill off in the Chevalier penalty late in that second period. We found looks like a third of another linesman to join the crew here, so they're back to a 4-man system. They must have called up or called someone in here for the third period.
I think they got him over the men's league on the other rink there.
Hey, he'll take the extra work, that's for sure. The penalty's killed off. Chevalier goes back to his position, and we're playing some 5-on-5 hockey. Third period's underway here at Heinz Arena, and we're glad to have you along. WE-TV.ca. Big hip check by Kelsey. Slider stays on his feet. Keeps the play going. Morgan and Amante battling down low. Openlinger thought he got away, but chipping it by, couldn't. Puck's deflected by Whedon. Opplinger's got it. Amante chips it in, tries to get it back to Oplinger, can't do that. Scott blows by his man, cuts the goal on the far post, cuts it back below the goal line. Gives it out, Oplinger.
Oh, nice try.
Yeah, falling to the ice there, gets the puck on net. Chevalier dumps it right back in, hits the linesman. The linesmen are taking a beating tonight. Puck after puck seems to find some sort of limb.
That's how you get paid the big bucks.
Yeah, all those bruises count for $1, I guess. As the Stars, Knight's in the corner. He's joined there by Coyle. They work the puck out. Miscommunication. Jameson thought he was going to go down low below the hash marks to take a feed, and he'll have to regroup and goes 200 feet down the other way. Jameson breaks out here as the Stars bring it into the neutral zone. Knight gives chase. Puck goes cross ice, finds Allen. Dalby picks it up, gives it right back to Allen, and he goes into the Stars territory. First man in is Allen. Quick to join him, no pun intended. as the Stars narrowly escape. Oh, big hit by number 17, Cole Allen. Right in front of the Leamington bench. The players up and loving it. Hutchinson, pursued by Quick. He kicks the puck. Jameson's going to have to back pass and regroup. Puck's not played. It looks like a goal for an icing here. A little discombobulated start by both teams. Just under 3 minutes into the third.
Yeah, that's a nice hit by Kale over there by the benches. He's another first-year kid, 17-year-old, very good hockey player. He played in a private school, I believe, up around Toronto last year. And he come home, and we're glad to have him.
McGee wraps it around. Robertson pinches. Segan takes over where he was. Is knocked out of midair by his name counterpart, Segan. Spilderi gives chase. Puck goes D-man to D-man. Icing once again is issued. And with 17:20 here. Sorry, go ahead, Lee.
If we keep doing St. Thomas keeps doing this, they're going to be a little tired because you can't change on icing calls. So they're going to... hopefully we can put some pressure on them real quick and catch them being tired.
That's right. You want to be caught at the end of a long shift. We saw what could happen when when you do end up in a long shift. Puck blazes wide. Segan goes underneath the skate of Spilderi. Spilderi's back door. Segan, calm and cool. Spilderi out to Segan. Can't find a handle on it, and the Stars break out 3-on-2. Puck is forced into the near corner. Knocked down neatly by Segan. Has Spitaleri and Segan with him. Goes to the other. Segan shot. Blocked. And it looks like number 20, Spitaleri, is going to get caught up with the goaltender. There's going to be a delayed penalty here as the Stars control. Van Heusen walks in. Knocked off the puck nicely by Kelsey. We're going to get a goaltender interference call here early.
I don't know. I don't really agree with that. That Brown there, he was way out. He was good 3-4 feet outside his crease there, and Tony was going through the middle. Like, I guess nobody's allowed to touch the goalie.
Yeah, I was about to say, if a goalie comes out in front of that blue area, you think he'd be you're in the player's territory, right? But
I'm not saying you got to run him or nothing, but when you get out there, the guy just kind of, it looks like he just bumped into him. But that's the rule.
Yeah, you can't break the rules. And
I'm not saying you can't break them.
Lee Scott there on the color commentary on Vince Liberty. We're here live at Heinz Arena as the puck's dumped in. Chevalier gets caught up on his own net, recovers nicely though as Scott plays the puck up and out into the neutral zone. Minute 35 remaining here, remaining in the power play for the Stars.
This is a big kill for us.
Big hit by Muzzin. Here the Stars moves it at the top of the blue line, moves it down low. Warren in the near corner finds it. Helms with a wrist shot on net. Popped up in the air and it somehow stays out. Morgan, all he did was tap it, thought it was going to the back of the net, but Whedon recovered just in the nick of time.
Hey, look, I thought he had it. I thought for sure it was going in, but Whedon come up with a big glove.
Hey, that's why, these goaltenders have put on a show for the 600 or so in attendance tonight who've, warried the storm that's happening outside. Helms goes cross ice, puck's put on net, Whedon steers it aside. Here's Dalby, breaks in. Helms giving chase, he goes outside in, protects the puck, but just can't find the handle as Helms is able to pop it into the air. There's going to be a delayed call. Going to be a delayed call. Good eye there, Lee. Do you know what it's for?
I think he got a hook. St. Thomas player here and cooked Dave when he got cut to the net. That was a good play on Dave. He didn't have much. He's on his off wing. He went to the net hard, and they had to give him a hook.
Helms will go to the box for the third time this game. And we're having a little 4-on-4 action here with the 53 seconds remaining in the Spitaleri penalty. So a lot more ice out there.
Yes, especially over here in Leamington. There's a lot of ice when there's 10 guys out there.
Jameson, far side, has Oblinger all over him. That's no problem for Muzzin. Gets rid of it. Tries to stretch it to Dalby, kind of fanned on it. Jameson's back for St. Thomas. They're going to an offside call here. Dalby just gets crossed up there.
It's right now, it's pretty uneven game. This 6 minutes into the third. I guess we both playing 4-on-4 here, so it should be interesting.
Who's the 4-on-4 favor more, Leamington or St. Thomas?
I'd say us at Leamington, because we're built for this rink, a bigger rink than St. Thomas is, so I'd have to give that edge to us.
Seeking a quick shot off the bar. Got to pay the postage. He didn't do it there. Puck's rattled around. Segan once again took a little hook. Gets away with it as Jameson. Segan still has possession. 2 men all over him. Here's Quick. Front of the net, walks out. Shot saved by Brown. Spitaleri is going to join the attack, and it's now a 5-on-4 power play for 1:05. Quick shot by Spitaleri. Another nice pad save there by Brown.
Yeah, that was a nice give and go between Alex and Quickie there.
Flyers break out, try to improve on what's been a subpar power play thus far. Segan diving for it, but the Stars are able to clear it to the neutral zone. Once again, the Flyers regroup. Dumped in nicely, cut off by Brown. He'll take it in his own hands. Some fans on it though. Stars, his teammates are able to bail him out, and they knock it down the ice.
Well, it's nice their teammates bailed him out once anyways today.
Here's Robertson. He comes up with speed over to the neutral zone. Trying to find the handle for it. Now he dumps it in. Gruneau and Spitaleri give chase. Spitaleri now has the puck. Top of the circle, gives it to Robertson. Goes cross ice. Wrist shot deflected wide. Spitaleri still has it. Finds Robertson. We're back to even strength. The penalty ends. Tries to knock it out of midair is Mincer. Misses it and almost deflected into his own net. Puck's in the corner now is Gruneau. It's a stalemate. The referee there is going to blow the whistle.
I think Mincer better just let Brown catch those. That almost went in the net off his glove.
Exactly. That's you can understand why he's trying to be involved, but like you said, better off let him just to catch it with that big chopper. Face off to the right of Brown. It's won by the Flyers. Moore, Simpsons, they engage. Kelsey has it now at center. He'll go cross ice. Gruneau gives chase on Jameson. Jameson reverses the ice for Coyle. Coyle and Gruneau, as well as Friesen down there. Jason gets out to Carriero, a little quick pass to Knight. Oh boy, Chevalier had him lined up and Knight just missed, being put to bed because he stepped aside at the very last minute.
Yeah, that could have been interesting. He might not have made the bus home.
Oh boy, that you could hear that up here, and we're quite a few rows up. Moore regrets it for the Flyers. Chevalier, check that. That's Kelsey, gives it to Friesen. Into the St. Thomas zone they go. Shot on net. Brown's able to make the easy save. Stars regroup. Here comes Warren. Check that Coyle. Coyle goes hard, makes a power move towards the net. Can't cross over. There's a pile up in the corner, but the Flyers emerge. Here comes Scott. He has a Monte with lots of speed. Shot goes wide. It's deflected. Scott still has it. It's finally chipped out. And with 11:45 remaining, the score still remains 2-1 Leamington. As the puck's chipped in by Amante. Chimesta cuts him off. Sledgers brings it in. Leaves it for Morgan. Back to Sledgers, tries to knock it down, does neatly. And that's knocked off. And the fans are yelling. Maybe thinking might have done intentionally, but the first one we've seen all night.
Yeah, they're just in their real lights. So any more of these goalies, they know what they're doing. They see anything going on or getting a little hectic out there. That comes off pretty easy.
A couple of tricks of the trade there as Lee fills us in on the color. Amante picks up the loose puck, looks for Scott, thinks about it again, instead he dumps it off to his D-man Muzzin. Muzzin hits Oplinger right in the stick with it. He chips it in deep. Stars gain control. Sledgers over the line. Makes one move, forced outside by Bayshard. Flyers pick up the loose puck. It's 2-on-2 the other way. Amante on the near boards. Puts in the skates of Oblinger. Scores! Oh, wow! Absolutely filthy backhand by Oblinger.
Yeah, that was a very nice goal. He put out the net and up in the top shelf there. I think maybe he got that for his mom and dad, Jay and Karen. That's their anniversary the other day. Maybe a little anniversary gift.
Let's check out the replay here. You fill us in here, Lee.
Yeah, it was a little give and go between Mitch and Nate there, and right at the blue line. Then Mitch gave it back to him, and he went wide and put it up the top shelf.
Didn't have a whole lot of room there, as they would say, where Mama keeps the cookie jar.
Yeah, that's right.
3-1 lead, and the score prediction of 5-1 just got a little bit more possible. 10:38 remaining here. Flyers on top, 3-1. Oblinger will pick up the third goal here for the Flyers.
Yeah, that goal, that's Nate's 17th goal of the season, and with Mitch getting an assist on that.
Nice stretch pass to Van Dusen. He'll dipsy doodle around one. Can't find him, but there's going to be a delay call here. And it looks like the St. Thomas Stars are going to be able to go back to the power play and try to answer the Flyers' recent goal.
Yeah, that looks like for both teams, the power play hasn't done much for either of us. So hopefully it stays that way, and we can kill this off and go from there.
Leamington Flyers, Oblinger, having a heck of a season thus far, and he's shown us why. He's had success finding the back of the net with that beautiful highlight reel style goal. And the Stars are going to have to find a way to answer this potent attack by the Leamington Flyers.
Yeah, Nate, he's a great two-way player. Plays great in his own end. He's a go-to guy, that's for sure. He plays the power play on short-handed. Tony's even, he has to put him on defense. He can put him back there, and Nate does a great job.
Just past the halfway point of the third period here. The Stars still trying to set it up. 30 seconds have gone past in the penalty. They finally get into the Leamington zone, not by much though. One move, and that's a 2-on-1. Negated nicely by the Stars as Spitaleri is going to make it a Lone Ranger rush, but he gets a step. Puck's knocked away neatly. As Spitaleri still has control. And now he's just killing time. Smart move by Spitaleri.
Yeah, a very good hockey player. He played his first year junior in Essex with Tony. Then when Tony come to Leamington here, he is one of the main guys Tony wanted to come with him. And he's been a very good player for the Leamington Flyers on and off the ice.
That's a good character kid that Tony has. He can go to at any time. The Flyers killing off this penalty pretty proficiently. 35 seconds remaining. The Stars haven't really got much set up as Van Dusen comes to the red line, but it's picked off nicely by Muzzin, and he'll throw it right back in.
Yeah, as you can see, Oblinger's back out again, killing the penalty.
Puck stumped in. But we're going to get nice and Colts on the other half of center. With 8:33 remaining here, the Flyers hold a 2-goal advantage, 3-1 over the St. Thomas Stars. What do you like so far about the third period, Lee?
It's back and forth. Both teams are working hard right now. Fortunately, we got a big goal to put us up 3-1.
Draws to the right of Brown, won neatly by the Stars. Simpson's got it. He leads the rush. 10 seconds remaining here in the power play. Dumps it in. Tries to knock down by Whedon. And the penalty is over. Shot comes. Blocked. Scott picks it up. And here come the Flyers.
That was a great kill by Leamington, and a good shot block by Blaine Bayshard there.
Bayshard's name has been called a lot through this broadcast. The reason why is because he's been involved in a lot of the action as he breaks out right now for the Flyers. Cross ice pass, Oblinger goes off his skate. He still gives pursuit though. Simpson's close right behind him. He finds Friesen. Friesen sheds one man, gets by another, still has it. He comes out front. Segan to Kelsey. Kelsey shot. Oh, hits him. Segan right in the face. Oh, he's down. Ref immediately blows the whistle. That hit him square in the chops. Ouch. That's kind of hurt. That's not good to see.
No, that's a good. Hope it's not too bad. Alex is in a country band. They play at the casino a lot, so he looks like he's all right.
Looks like I might have caught him in the chin, which means a little more swelling. He'll have to go off though, because league rule states if you get hurt, you got to go off. We'll see it here.
It looks like it went off the St. Thomas stick there.
Right, it's right up the stick. We've seen that before. It comes right up the stick and pop right in the chops. Helms dumps it in. Kelsey cuts him off, makes a nice big boom here in the Heinz Arena. Fans appreciate it. Oh, that's just not right. Chevalier coming in. As I can't see what the number was on the back there, but he came in and just absolutely steamrolled Moore from behind, and Chevalier took exception to it. Didn't like that hit at all.
No, I think he's probably going to just get the one on Moore.
Looks like it's going to be Coyle. Coyle from behind. It's going to be a cross-check penalty. We'll check it out here via replay.
Yeah, just he's seen it. He should have let up there. He had lots of time.
He had the numbers right there, and then
you can see
how can that be dangerous? Why is that move or that hit been such a center of controversy of the last few years?
Well, these people, the players anymore are so big and strong, and they're all so quick. So things do happen quick, but I thought he had time to give up and just maybe ride him into the boards a little slow, but everybody's all right. So he'll go 2 minutes, and hopefully we can get on the power play.
That's the important thing. I want to make sure everyone stays healthy. You don't need a late injury in the season now to hurt your team, and more importantly, you don't need anyone getting hurt seriously. No. It could cost you off the ice, right? You don't want that.
Exactly, especially us. We don't have a lot of players.
Flyers win the draw. Segan finds Dalby. Goes down low to Spilderi. Dub at the point. Takes a shot. Shot goes high and wide by Oblinger. He's not afraid to shoot it, that's for sure. He loves to fire the puck.
Yeah, he's got a good shot.
Flyers break out. Minute 34 remaining in the power play. Spidlary breaks in. He'll set up shop along the near boards at the hash marks. He finds Oblinger, gives it right back. Oblinger's guarded nicely by Hutchinson, making sure he doesn't get too much room. As Amante plays catch at Oblinger. He winds up, takes a shot. Makes this one a 3-goal lead for the Leamington Flyers.
Yeah, that was a nice play on Mitch. He got the puck, took 2 or 3 strides, and the biggest thing he got on net. Didn't score, got a rebound, bang, is in the net. Great play.
And that you got to give credit to Oblinger there on that play. We'll see you right here on the replay. Go ahead here, Lee.
Yeah, just Mitch, he took 2 or 3 strides in right at the top of the circle, took a shot, and Dave Dalby is right off to the side, is in the net. I'm kind of liking that young man score right now. He's right on.
That's great hand-eye coordination about Dalby, and you got to give credit. Hutchinson was more worried about Oblinger on that play, gave a lot more room for Amante walks in and just let her rip.
Yeah, so it was a heads-up play by Mitch.
The Flyers now lead 4-1 here at Heinz Arena over the St. Thomas Stars, and the 5-1 prediction just became a whole hell of a lot clearer.
Yeah, that was Dave Dalby's 10th goal, 34 points on the season. So he's having another good season himself. He attends the University of Windsor. So, as you know, going to university, there's a big workload. So, come down, playing hockey. We're on the ice 4 to 5 times a week, and he's got studying. So he's been a very welcome addition to this team.
What's it mean to a team like the Leamington Flyers to have a guy like Dalby maybe heat up here over the next, 5-10 games into the playoff stretch?
Well, he's been in the league for a while. He played in the around the St. Catharines League, so he really does help in the dressing room with the younger guys, telling them what to expect. And he's a big guy. He's got good speed. So when it gets rough, he always has his nose in there.
Lee Scott here on the color. I'm Vince Liberti. We.TV.ca is where you're watching this game currently. 5:33 remaining. Stars break up ice. And we're going to get an icing call here as there was a miscommunication on who's going to receive the dump in, and no forward wanted it there.
Yeah, that Dalby goal was assisted by Mitch Amonte and Nate Oblinger. That's, I think, 2 points for Nate tonight.
A great showing by the Flyers, and for being on the ice only a couple times over the last month, the Leamington Flyers showing no rust.
Yeah, I thought a couple games ago it really showed what this team was made out. We come home on the Monday, and we're supposed to practice on the Tuesday. With the weather, it got canceled, and we went into London, down in London, come out with a 2-1 win. That would just showed a lot of heart, and I know Tony was very, very happy. Austin Rodebush played netty. I guess he played extremely well. So that was big.
So far, the Leamington Flyers with a 3-goal lead here, playing some pretty solid hockey. The Stars still trying to battle for that positioning in the Western Conference. They currently sit 7th, but can find their way and move slowly up the standings as they put together a nice little run down the stretch. Here the Flyers breaking out just over the red line. It'll be flipped in by Seguin. Scott's onside. He'll pick it up, makes a nice little move down low, throws it all front, but it's knocked away by Coyle. Sticks knocks right out of his hand. Doesn't really matter as Knight moves up. He makes a move, he walks in. Get a shot off, save, rebound. Even bigger save by Whedon. Sticks out the toe, and oh wow, Whedon putting on a show. Oh baby.
Yeah, that's great confidence for Whedon. You know, he's, like I said, he was just outstanding last year for the Essex 73s, and he just continued on this year with it.
Whedon with an absolute stellar save. We're going to get a replay here as there's the toe save.
Yeah, to come back to the point. And then another great glove save. So he kept his eye on the puck the whole time. So great play.
Sharp goal. Sharp by Whedon is all I can really say at this point. Not only did he knock it away, he snags it with the glove, so he's staying sharp. Coach Prosky must love it. The Stars, though, coming on hard here the last minute or so.
Yeah, they get another goal here. They're right back in the game, and he just stoned them.
Whedon and Brown have been the storylines thus far. Good goaltending all around. Flyers playing good hockey. St. Thomas as well, but goaltenders nothing. Or the story. This game heads up. Puck looked like it was going into the crowd. Instead, Spitaleri is going to get his handle on it. He's going to make a move to the outside. Gets a weak shot on net. Looks like Sledger's overskated it. Spitaleri gets the puck back. Shot thrown on net by Moore. It's knocked out the center. 3:38 remaining here in this contest. 4-1 Flyers on top. Chevalier gives it away at center. Here's Hutchinson. Shot. Blocker save. Whedon wasn't too sure where that was.
Went straight up.
We got a whistle here for a high stick.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good game for everybody. I think both teams. I thought we really did. We played a very good third period here, Leamington, and it shows with the 2 goals off the last period here.
Leamington Flyers looking pretty good coming off that long winter break. St. Thomas doing a pretty good job thus far. We got a little delay here, not too sure what it was. Puck is dropped just to the left of Whedon. Mincer throws it down low. Here comes Seguin. Be delayed penalty. He walks in clean. Oh, what a stellar save. Seguin with a great move. Even better save by Brown.
It was a great save, and Alex, he's got great hands. You noticed that earlier when he set that 1 goal up. But it comes, I think, from when he played lacrosse for the Windsor Orlock.
We're going to check out the replay here. Lead us through this.
Yeah, he's pretty well in alone, so he made a couple moves, try to get him going to the left. And give Brown credit, he had come out with a pad.
Stayed with him the whole way. Draws 1 by Leamington. McGee tries to go across ice. Heads up. That puck goes into the stands, and I think it might have hit the back stanchion of the penalty box, but looks like everyone's okay. Fans are ducking though. That puck comes in with that much steam.
Well, that was a good play on Alex. You know, he drew a penalty on there, so maybe he'll get it rewarded on the power play here.
Puck will be dropped just outside the blue line. McGee goes cross ice, finds Robertson, dumps it in deep. Puck's moved around the near boards. McGee, as Jameson has it now. He breaks out, Knight to his right. He gives it to him. Nice knocked off stride, and awkwardly going into the boards is Seguin. Don't know if he looks like he's shaken up or just trying to regain his balance.
It's having a tough game right now, tough third period.
I'll do it to you, I guess, as the Stars still got control down low. Here's McGee, picks the puck out front of his own net, blows by Coyle. Can't get by the second man though. Puck's dumped in, Oblinger in hot pursuit. 50 seconds remaining in the power play. Scores!
Just shows you right there. Get the puck on net. Blaine Blayshard just took a snapshot, eh? He had guys in front of the net, didn't see it in the net. Blaine don't get too many goals, but he's got one tonight.
Lee, you mentioned it, and it's happened already. You get traffic in front of the net, and this is what happens here. We'll see it on the replay.
Yeah, Blaine got it off the boards, and he just went to the middle of the ice. Took a shot, and bang, is in the net.
Got some traffic in front of the net there, and you mentioned it earlier. Get traffic in front of the net, you're going to create goals. And, well, Lee's must be a forecaster because he called that one dead on. 5-1's our score, and that the young fella Dom had in the at intermission correcting a 5-1 score. Well, he's going to play a lottery ticket because he's got it dead on right now. The Flyers still have possession. Quick to Greneau, tries to find Dalby, can't connect. Greneau still down low. Hutchinson to the right of Brown. It's going to be, looks like it's going to be covered up, but his own's still loose. The puck squeaked to the side, doesn't squeak in though. Dalby's going to hang on to it. Check that, Brown. With a minute 12 here remaining, it's got to be you got to be pretty happy for Tony Porowski and the Leamington Flyers right now.
Yeah, I think Tony's very happy right now. That was Blaine's second goal, and Nate Oblinger's, that's his third point for the night. I think Alex fourth point for the night. That's Alex Seguin's second point. It must have been my wife's cooking tonight. Nate lives with us, so she must put some extra sauce on those meatballs tonight.
Well, whatever she's making, she better make it again next game. Less than a minute here remaining in the third period. The Stars come out over center. Warren blows at Michelin. Puck's down low. Dumped down low. 45 seconds remaining. The Flyers clinging to a 4-goal lead. Leading here 5-1. Oh, Kelsey's dropped by Lett. You let there, not getting a ton of ice tonight, but maybe showing that he deserves a little bit more with a couple more hits like that. Moore throws net snagged by Brown, and gotta give Brown credit. He's hung in there, but you only can do so much with what you're given.
Yeah, it's a tough game. He's that was a power play goal, I believe. So he does played well. But it's just going back to Nate there and living at the house. I got him and Austin Rodebush. I don't get too much food, not that I need it, but yeah, I got 3 boys too, so it's every man for themselves.
I guess so. As Allen plays havoc in front of the St. Thomas Knights. Carroll breaks in. Jameson takes a shot, goes nowhere. The Flyers regroup. 5 seconds remaining. Pass out to. That's Moore. He's going to hang on to it, and this game is going to end, folks. The Leamington Flyers will emerge victorious by a score of 5-1, and You know, if you're a Leamington Flyers fan tonight, you got to be loving it.
Yeah, that was a good 3-period effort. I imagine Tony will be happy with it. All the players played well. Everybody played well. Give St. Thomas credit. They hung in for a while, but I think at the end we just proved to be the better team.
The Leamington Flyers will improve on the season to 26-9-2, while St. Thomas will drop to 16-20-2. That's actually a big 2 points for the Leamington Flyers.
Oh, for sure. We're right on the heels of LaSalle right now. I think we got the same amount of games. I think we're still 2 back, and I don't know. I think it might be next Thursday we have LaSalle here. So, yes, that was a big 2 points. We got another big 2 points tomorrow in St. Mary's.
As the Leamington Flyers take a big win here, if you're St. Thomas, what do you have to do to try to get the train back on the tracks?
We were in the same boat. Like a month ago, we lost 4 or 5 in a row. You know, you just got to take shift by shift and try to hope everything starts getting around and go out there and work hard every shift. Things will start turning around, and I think they will with St. Thomas.
Start with the small things, and then everything else kind of falls into place.
Exactly.
The Leamington Flyers emerged victorious 5-1 here at Heinz Arena. The crowd of about 700 strong, slowly filing out here. The Leamington Flyers and the St. Thomas Stars did battle here, and the Leamington Flyers emerged on top. We're going to kick it to commercial, but for Vincenzo Liberti, Lee Jones, it was a pleasure doing the game with you tonight. Thank you very much.
Vince, thank you very much.
We're going to kick it to Dom right after this commercial break for us. You have yourselves a great night.
Welcome back to the Heinz Arena. Of course, it's emptied out now. The fans going home very happy here tonight as their hometown team, the Leamington Flyers, defeat the St. Thomas Stars by a 5-1 score. Let's recap the scoring from the game. It was 1-0 Leamington after the first. It was Dylan Segan, his 20th from Alex Segan at 19:30. 2-1, the Flyers led it after 40 minutes of play thanks to Alex Morgan's 13th. He tied the game for St. Thomas at 1:52. Chris Scott gave the Flyers the lead back before the period was out. His 8th from Ryan Muzzin. It was 2-1 Leamington after 40 minutes of play. Then the Flyers opened it up big time in the third period. Nathan Opplinger, his 17th of the season for Mitchell Amante at 9:09. Then on the power play, David Delby, his 10th from Mitchell Amante and Nathan Opplinger at 13:37. 4-1 Flyers at that point. The Flyers close it out. Blaine Bayshard, his 2nd of the season on the power play for Leamington. Nathan Opplinger and also Alex Segan with the assist at 18:05. That closed out the scoring. 5-1 Leamington wins it. Shots on goal in that third period. St. Thomas with 9, a game total of 31. Flyers with 13 shots. They have a 3-period total of 41. So 41-31 shots on goal for Leamington. On the power play, St. Thomas 0 for 3 with the extra man. Leamington 2 power play goals in that third period. The power play comes up big. They end up 2 for 5 with the extra man here this evening. The Flyers improved to 26-9-2. They are now 2 points behind the Vipers. Both those teams have played 37 games. St. Thomas falls to 16-20-2, but really are in no jeopardy of missing the playoffs, even though they haven't clinched a playoff spot yet. They will do so in a short period of time. The attendance at tonight's game, 561. The paid attendance here this evening. The Flyers will travel to St. So Leamington will be looking to extend their winning streak to 6 games tomorrow night. Right now, with this win here tonight, they are on a nice 5-game winning streak. Let's take a look at the 3 stars of tonight's hockey game. Of course, 4 Leamington Flyer players deserving of stars tonight. We go with Mitchell Amante, a pair of assists here for the Leamington. throughout the evening, killed penalties, did a great job tonight. Mitchell Amante gets a nod as the third star. The game's second star, Trevor Wheaton. Of course, Trevor making 30 saves tonight, a couple of solid saves in the third period, but really was rock solid and very consistent tonight. And the game's first star with a goal and 2 assists, Nathan Opplinger, number 14 of the Leamington Flyers. He gets the nod as the game's first star. So it's Opplinger, Wheaton, and Amante, your 3 stars here tonight. Give Riley Brown of the St. Thomas Stars, the goaltender, honorable mention, I should say, even though he gave up 5 tonight, still made 36 saves, was very busy all night long, and really, up until late in the third period, gave St. Thomas a chance in this game, so we'll give him honorable mention. So that's the story here tonight at the Heinz Arena. It's complete. The Leamington Flyers are victorious over the St. Thomas Stars, winning it 5-1. They've now won 4 or 5 games against St. Thomas this season. Our next telecast of Junior B hockey, we'll be right back here in 2 weeks. Oh, before I even get to that, let me quickly get you the out-of-town scoreboard. 2 games we did follow for you tonight. In Sarnia, the Legionnaires knock off the London Nationals. Huge win for Sarnia. They hold on to a 2-1 lead. And it was about midway in the third period at the Windsor Family Credit Union Center. Junior A hockey, Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds visiting the Windsor Spitfires. The Hounds putting a beating on the Spitfires tonight. They are leading 6-0. That's about midway in the third period. Now let me tell you about our next telecast here on we-tv.ca. We'll be back here in a couple of weeks. The Leamington Flyers will host an outstanding hockey team, the defending champions, the London Nationals. The Knights play, of course, in Junior A, but the Nationals will be in town here at the Heinz Arena. We'll have all the action for you live with the drop of the puck starting at 7:10 p.m. So that's the story here at the Leamington Heinz Arena. On behalf of our broadcast team here at We-TV, also our play-by-play team, Vince Liberti, Lee Jones. This is Dominic Papa wishing you a great night. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We hope to see you again soon.